Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on such short notice, literally very, very short notice. But we felt it important to be here today for a number of reasons. The Wisconsin Coalition for Justice in Palestine called this press conference together to discuss the freedom of speech and some of the issues that have come about as a result of the art piece that came up on this privately owned building. My name is Ihsan Atta. I am the co-chair of the Wisconsin Coalition for Justice in Palestine and for Transparency. I am actually the sister of the owner of this building and this mural, but I am not here in that capacity. I am here as co-chair of this important organization that now represents more than 85 organizations across Wisconsin. I will be back to speak with you, but I'm kind of moderating as well. So I'd like to start by having Ihsan Atta, the owner of the building and the individual who commissioned the mural, to come up and say a few words.
She didn't want to tell you guys that I'm her favorite brother. So I'd like to first start by thanking everyone for coming. I didn't expect anything less from this community who for 11 months has been working tirelessly to fight an injustice taking place in Palestine. Unfortunately, there are individuals in our community who don't believe in justice, and in an effort to hide the injustices they support, are trying to suppress our freedom of speech and expression. They don't want people to know about the atrocities and war crimes that they themselves are supporting. Let me begin by explaining the imagery and language of the mural. It was an artistic way of reflecting the current genocide that is being perpetrated against the Palestinian people by Israel, and which is being supported by our government and funded with our tax dollars. The aim of the mural was to foster awareness of the horrific genocide being committed, especially as we are nearing an election. It is to bring awareness to the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian population in Gaza, of the torture and rape of innocent Palestinians, of the beheading of Palestinian babies, of the intentional famine being inflicted on the entire population of Gaza. This mural wasn't a pro-Palestinian mural, as a lot of the media is saying. It is a pro-humanity mural. It represents all people suffering injustice, whether Palestine, Sudan, the Congo, or anywhere else in the world. It is a statement to say that never again means never again for anyone. Many of you guys know I love my love for my buildings, and I love to utilize my buildings to put murals. Most famously are the George Floyd mural on North Avenue, the Breonna Taylor one that was here prior, and the alley line mural on the same building. Well, now it's being put up to showcase the genocide that's taking place in Gaza. There are critics trying to conflate Judaism with Zionism despite knowing the difference, because they do know the difference. When the Star of David is displayed on fighter jets dropping bombs that murder thousands at a time, and tanks display the star as they bomb hospitals, schools, mosques, and churches, and while the star is displayed on the uniforms of the illegal Israeli occupation forces as they snipe children and torture and rape hostages, and when the star is on the flag of an apartheid regime that not only confessed to their plans of ethnic cleansing, but are showing us live as they face war crime charges with the International Criminal Court. Clearly, this symbol is more than just a religious one, but a political one that carries actions equating it with the swastika. I even had it painted in apartheid blue to represent the repulsive flag. I ask if these same racist individuals and organizations, if they condemn the atrocities being committed by the government that they pledge their true allegiance to against the Palestinians, and do they condemn the weaponization of this symbol? I think I can answer that for them. They do not. The Common Council came out with a press release critical of the mural on Saturday. Imagine that. My mural got them to work on a Saturday. Do you think they called me to ask me of the meaning? I know many of them would probably need some help. Rather, they chose to release a statement that not only reflected their ignorance, but one that actually encouraged division and hatred. And then you wonder why we have problems in the city that go unresolved. Because we have older people who will work overtime for a piece of art instead of working to resolve the real problems we have in our community and in the city. Clearly, they're worried about their political aspirations, campaign donations, instead of freedom, justice, and community. Your presence here today is a continual reminder of the strength that comes from our community. Your voices, our voices, whether in conversation, act, or displays of art, have resonated with the core belief that freedom of expression is a fundamental right we must all cherish and protect. Together, we have demonstrated our community's courage to stand up for what is right, and that if you value dialogue, education, and justice for everyone, then you should show it in your actions. We stand here today to reaffirm the principles upon which our society is built. The principles of inclusivity and the understanding and respect for one another's voices. Unfortunately, the Zionist community in Milwaukee does not cherish these values, and in fact has shown us over the last 11 months and 75 years that they never had any values whatsoever. I also want to acknowledge others in our community as well, who may have faced similar challenges. Our collective experiences shall serve as a powerful reminder that the fight for freedom and justice is not just an individual battle, it is a shared responsibility. We are all custodians of this right, and it is our duty to ensure that it remains alive and well in our community. We will not let our voices be silenced. As we move forward, let us commit to fostering an environment where our voices can be heard and every opinion can be expressed as we continue to build a community that is not only vibrant and inclusive, but also resilient like that of the Palestinian people. Let us continue to fight and be a voice for the voiceless, because if you're not enraged about the injustices taking place, then you're not informed. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. And I would like to actually invite Michael Gauthier up here to